Hello everyone. So this company, JACKYLED, sent me these lights to review. They are kind of heavy duty outdoor LED lights meant for the driveway. You can kind of drive over them with a car, or it can rain. They're waterproof. And they are $100 for 8 of them. So for $100 you do expect kind of something decent. And I just put a drink can here just to show the size comparison. So they are fairly large and they are heavy. This is something, it's hard to describe, but actually probably weighs roughly about as much as the drink can. So as you can tell, it's a heavy object. It feels very solid and very heavy duty. Now, one thing I want to say is actually on the first night that I was testing these out, my wife already managed to drive over this with her car. I have a picture to show. And nothing happened. The lights are still working perfectly fine. This scuff or this dirt here you can see is salt. I've been testing these out for about the last week and a half. It's been snowing. It was like -10 Fahrenheit outside, so it's been absolutely freezing. And the lights have kind of been outside, and some days they were covered with snow, some days they were covered with ice, other days they got rained on. All 8 still work. All 8 are working great. And so far I'm actually pretty impressed with the lights. I wouldn't say the sun has been super strong, but they last roughly 6 to 7 hours so far. So around 6 p.m. the sun goes down, and around 1 o'clock, maybe 2, they start going dim. So I think this is a pretty good time. I think it's a good duration for them to be on, because it is the middle of the winter. So if it is summertime and it gets dark at 9 or 10 o'clock, they will pretty much be on all night. But this is the dead of winter and it's just dark starting 6 p.m. So considering, I don't know, I really didn't expect these lights to still be on at 7 a.m. And that wasn't the case. But I think 6 to 7 hours is more than long enough for them to run. And I wouldn't be surprised if in the summer, when the sun was really bright, that they will last all night. So this is really an issue. I have a couple of pictures I just wanted to share of the lights glowing under the snow and just outdoors. So let's give it a quick test. I'm just gonna lock it. As you can see, there are 2 sides to the light. And one thing on the first day I thought when I got the light is that it's not very wide, so it's kind of direct. But on the other hand, this is actually kind of a good thing, because if you have these in your driveway, they can blind you. So say, for example, if you're driving your car in from this direction, I almost recommend turning them slightly away, because if you're driving in a kind of like a low riding car in a sedan, they definitely can kind of blind you a little bit. Outside of that, they are very tough. Like I said, I've been using them for a week and a half. It has been absolutely atrocious weather outside, and they're all still working. And overall, this is really like a pretty solid product. Like I said, it's $100, so you expect something. And one thing actually I like, it comes with a bunch of these bolts, so screws and bolts. I have been testing them out just laying on the ground, and due to their weight, one thing that's actually kind of nice is that the wind won't blow them away and they won't just get kind of tossed around. So if you have a driveway or your backyard and you just simply want to place this down, that's it, and don't screw it on or bolt it on, the light will stay perfectly in place. And this is just kind of nice, because not always do you want to drill into your driveway or put them onto something. Just put them along a path, put them along a road, anywhere outdoor, in your sunroom, and they'll provide a nice light somewhere you can walk along, see. And overall, I really have no complaint. This is it really feels like a solid product. I mean, we won't really know for another year or more, depending on how many fail. But for $100, I mean, you expect something heavy duty, and this delivers. I think if you want something for your outdoors, something where it might rain, snow, freeze, this is definitely a pretty good light. I haven't used too many heavy duty lights like this, but glows nice and bright. If it's already been driven over by a car, as you can tell, this one's already scuffed up with salt. I can actually took the one that's kind of dirty just to show. And yeah, like I said, if you're looking at getting these, in my 1.5 weeks of testing them, they've been great.